Our guest today is Nello Chioma, our Ukrainian medical student. Hello, Chioma.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I know that you arrived to Ukraine just 2 months. So how is your imagination about our country and which kind of expectation you had before?
Okay, so before coming, for the most part, the main thing that was different about what I thought before coming and what I found out was in the weather aspect, because we believed Ukraine to be cold throughout the year, and my parents prepped me with sweaters and jackets, and then I got here and it was
you saw
really,
that it's not so bad. And now,
so I didn't really bring enough summer clothes, so it was not the best preparation, but I got to like it. Definitely, it's okay.
Okay, so you are still in a period of adaptation here, yeah?
Definitely.
So how is Ukraine for you?
Oh, Ukraine is wonderful. It's very safe, the weather is nice, the people are wonderful. I think it's very easy for me to settle in and feel safe here, so.
I'm glad to hear that.
Thank you.
And how is Ukrainian language for you? I know that you started to learn it.
Yes, just recently. Ukrainian language isn't hard when I'm being taught in school, but the problem is mainly that I'm being taught Ukrainian in school, but it's mostly Russian. People speak on the streets, so I can't really communicate with everybody as well, because not many people speak Ukrainian, or they mix Ukrainian and Russian. So
Common.
Yeah,
two languages into
one. Exactly. So it's kind of difficult, but I think I should be used to it in a few more months.
And that's how we live in.
Yeah.
That's how we talk. That's how we like to.
Definitely, and of course I will have to adapt to that.
Yeah, you will, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, we are talking after the Independence Day. So our country on the 24th of August have Independence Day, and it's very important celebration for us.
Definitely.
How is it in Nigeria about independence?
Oh, yeah.
Is it true that Nigeria is an independent country, and how you get for it?
Yeah, okay, Nigeria is an independent country, definitely. Our Independence Day is on the 1st of October, 1960. Okay. So it's always a big celebration.
So more than 50 years?
Yes, definitely.
Your country is independent.
We're turning 58, or 57 this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've been independent for 57 years, and it's a big celebration, definitely. It's something that's everywhere in Nigeria. You will see the flags up, people are singing and celebrating. It's a big thing. It's a wonderful thing.
Was easy for your people to be independent?
Somewhat, considering there was no war for it, which I'm glad. I don't like wars, so it was more of a settlement.
It's a good decision.
Yes, definitely. So there was no fighting involved. There wasn't much. There was just mild conflict, but eventually things settled out pretty peacefully. So it's a wonderful way to get independence, I think.
Where about your country you can explain for our people?
Okay, I think there's usually a misconception about African countries in general, but I would like to put it out there that
we have stereotypes
that
Africa is very poor, people are very poor, there are no fine buildings, there are nothing.
And it's unfortunate,
just
people
old
like
villages,
and poor kids and people that don't eat, which is absolutely far from the truth.
There is no food, no water,
and the stories, they're so baseless. Most people that say this have never actually been to Africa or done research about Africa. So like with every place, there are places that are developed and places that aren't so developed, but unfortunately the media only chooses to portray the parts that are absolutely underdeveloped and make it look like that's how Africa is in general. So I feel I can't even emphasize enough how beautiful Africa is. Like, the scenery is wonderful, the people are healthy, people are eating, definitely. And
okay, glad to hear that.
I feel like if anybody's like willing to actually explore for themselves, they will see that Africa is not what they see on the TV.
Africa become developed.
Definitely.
And even if some regions, not all, but it's a way. It's a long way, definitely. And you are on that way. Yeah. What your people in your country did during this 57 years. Is there some cities new? Is there some new villages, buildings, schools? I don't know.
Definitely.
Everything.
There's always advancement
How much?
going on every single day. I would say a huge amount. 57 years is a long time. So there's always new infrastructures, new companies coming up, new franchises being moved to Nigeria. And it's just very wonderful. The main thing that I appreciate since independence is us being able to embrace our culture, being able to actually explore our art on our own without having to copy.
So you have some problems with it?
Oh, no. Definitely.
Before independence?
Oh, before independence. Oh, well, of course, I wasn't alive at the time, but I would say that I'm better off now that we're independent. I do believe, because back in the day, I believe like we were forced to adapt to British culture, but we have our own music now, our own clothes, our own songs, our dances, languages. So I feel like it made us explore our art more since independence, which is very, 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 it's something to be proud of, definitely. You have your own heritage and roots.
So you're on Nigeria's songs, art, everything in art. It was before independence too, but it was under something else.
Exactly.
It was by the influence of British culture.
Exactly. So it wasn't really as popular as it is now. Now people can freely adapt, like, just embrace our own culture. Back then, I think it was more, underground, not really something you could do very openly. But now we have freedom to do as we wish. So it's absolutely much better, in my opinion.
Okay, thank you. And I think it's a good... which kind of word I forgot yesterday?
Experience.
Thank you, my dear. So I think your story is a good experience for our people, because our Independent Day is 27th. So our country has 27 years old.
Wow.
Yes, it's so young.
Yes,
and
definitely.
our way is not so simple also. A lot of difficulties, a lot of things are not so good as we want them to be, and so on. But as I often said during my own last 10 years, that it is the way, and we should go through it. We should do something, and we should not run away just somewhere where is a good life, good salaries, and so on. We should be here and build here our life. Because if not if everybody will run away,
who will?
Somebody rich will come and buy our territory, and what the next? So our future is in our hands, and we must build it. How was for your parents just bring you here, so young, little pretty girl?
Thank you.
How they do that?
Oh, no. The thing is just, okay, first of all, I have a sister here, so it wasn't so much...
That's good. Okay.
But aside from that, generally, they did research and got to learn that it's a safe environment. They heard from other
people from your country.
Yes, exactly.
Here,
there are a lot of Nigerians here. So exactly. So
you have deep connections. People from your country with our people, with our university.
Yes, sort of. Yeah, exactly. So we knew beforehand that there are Nigerians here who speak good of the country. So my parents weren't really worried at all. So they were like, okay, I mean, we've not heard anything bad. So according to research, it's safe and it's beautiful. So why not? Go ahead, And the medicine is good.
More.
Pardon?
And learn.
Yes,
it
exactly.
It is a possibility to learn one language more.
Yes.
Ukrainian and maybe Russian.
Russian, exactly. It's the more languages, the better. So it's wonderful. Exactly. And then you also have a really, really good medical schools. It's popular in Nigeria. Everyone knows Ukraine for medicine. So it was like an easy decision, really.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
As in Nigeria, there is also medical university, but you choose ours.
Oh, yes.
So we can proud of it.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. But main issue with Nigeria was the fact that I had to be 18 years old before I could start. Okay. So, and I didn't want to wait. And also, my parents generally preferred Ukraine as well, aside from the age. They just thought it would be better if I came with my sister, and they preferred to know, like, that we were abroad. I don't know, it's something
Yes,
to
yes. To look more, and I think being in Ukraine gives you the possibility to travel
exactly,
around
explore.
Europe. Yes,
Yes, exactly.
So it's cool, and you can learn a lot.
Exactly. They wanted us to be independent as well, because if we're with them in Nigeria, maybe we won't get to explore as much. They, of course, trust us enough to know that we know good from bad, and at the same time, they want us to be able to, discover ourselves and be able to have fun without being...
To save yourself.
Yes.
And that culture and that traditions where you are.
Exactly, exactly.
So that's very nice to hear. And in your plans, in the future, what do you want to do? You want to finish our university and come back to Nigeria? Or you want to change your living life and go somewhere in Europe?
That's far away, 6 years. But I'm not too sure. I think I'll cross that bridge when I get there. But I do want to graduate from here and probably specialize. Maybe I really can't say.
Which specialization is good for you?
Yes,
what about
gynecology?
Your dream?
Gynecology, yes. I really love babies so much.
Obstetrics and gynecology.
Yes, definitely, definitely. So I just feel, it would be a good path for me to follow. I think I would suit that field of medicine better than others. But of course, I would have to study a lot, and I'm ready for that commitment. So I think it's a good choice.
It's nice to hear. So you want to come back to your country and
for holidays,
work there after the graduating our university, or not?
Yeah, I would more than likely work in Nigeria, but I would firstly have to do my youth service and sort out a few things and hopefully build the hospital or hospitals in Nigeria. And I would like to...
really?
Yeah.
You are so good. You are so smart girl. Little smart girl. Please do that.
I hope
to. During last programs, me and my guests, we were talking about that our people must go around the world, must go to Europe, to America, to all continents to study and come back and build here our future. Build here best future as we can just wish or dream about it. So we must learn around the world everything. We must see experience of other countries, other people, and take best things of it and improve it inside here.
That is.
So that's my opinion. That's how to be a patriotist. So you want to do that in your country, and it's very respectful, as for me.
I believe so too.
Because we have a very similar looking at the world. So my wish for you is do all the best, and your dream must come true.
Thank you so much.
Did you find here in Ukraine something like where to sing or where to dance or something for your hobbies?
Yeah, okay. Mostly in church. I used to play piano a little. Yes, I am.
Okay.
So I used to play the piano. So I came here and I have friends that are teaching me piano, and we sometimes sing. I go for the choir rehearsals and practice with them, just singing. But I'm not in the choir though. I just rehearse with them, but on church days I've not joined the choir officially.
So Chioma, she's a Christian.
Yes.
Okay. So, and even here we are so similar, Yeah. So a lot of people in Nigeria are Christians.
Definitely. But I think there are more Muslims in Nigeria compared to Christians.
Okay. So you play the piano.
Yes.
And did you find out here somewhere where you can play the piano?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
A lot of my friends actually have pianos in their rooms. So, or in the church, it's easily accessible, and that's something I like. So I really don't even have to buy my own. I just go over to it and play it, and I have a friend that's teaching me actually. So
cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. And my advice to you: in our university, there are a lot of pianos. There are teachers. Also, art teachers who can teach to play the piano, who can teach sing songs.
Wow.
Yeah, and so you should go find them and
try learning with them.
Yeah,
that would be wonderful. I'll do that.
Learn also that, and maybe sometimes you will have you will take part in concerts.
Yeah,
and people can hear you you playing everything. If you like it, so why do not?
Exactly.
Why not?
Exactly. I will definitely do it.
Yeah. Okay. And send your parents your
videos,
natives. Yes. And oh, look at me. That's what I'm doing, and I like it, and so on.
Thank you.
Yeah. Is it good to communicate with your relatives by the internet?
Oh yes, yes. Because
I think it's good because some time ago people had no such possibility, and calling were very expensive. So thanks to internet, it's more common, more useful to do. Yeah, and your parents are more sure that everything is okay with you, with their daughter. Yeah, thanks to internet, Viber, WhatsApp, Skype.
Everything is available to keep in touch. So it's wonderful advancement. It's internet is super useful because, like you said, back in the day it would have been almost impossible to reach out very easily as it is today. So we're grateful for Wi-Fi and internet in general.
How is everything here? People?
Oh, I have a lot of Ukrainian friends actually. Very wonderful people, and I really want to learn Russian so I can be able to communicate more effortlessly, because there are some people that actually don't speak English at all, but we still try to talk. So we just, so I do learn from them, so it's easier as well. I think I would be able to pick up the language much faster because of these people. And everyone has been so nice and so hospitable, and it's overwhelming. I'm always happy to meet new people and talk to new people and learn their perspectives. So I really hope to be fluent in Ukrainian and Russian as soon as possible, so I can
Thank you so much for your experience, for your explanation, because I think it's one thing more, that kind people see everything around them kindly.
Yeah,
and
thank you so
much. That's also is a good explanation about yourself.
Thank you.
About you. So your wish for our Ukrainians?
My wish to Ukrainians is simply that you continue to grow as a people and continue to develop, continue to be wonderful, continue to be kind, and there will definitely be many more years to your independence and more growth, more blessings to your country, and more happiness. So I want to thank you especially for being such wonderful people and making your country very beautiful and very habitable for foreigners like myself. So I want to wish you all the good things for your country as well, which is also my country for now.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And you're welcome here every time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
much. And I want to say to everyone that our guest today is Nello Chioma, our Ukrainian medical student.